It is Saturday, the 11th of November, 7 p.m., and this is another edition of Taco Talk. Saturday, oops, the 11th. Need to turn down the volume. Oh, okay. Nita's Cooking Show. Hello, Nita. And Cindy Y. Hello to you too. Nita, I read one of your live streams. Trying to give you watch hours and support. And Cindy. How are you ladies doing this evening? I enjoy your cooking content. Don't get much time to watch it though. I receive notifications of when you put out content, and I do try to watch most of your shorts. What is the outcome of play? Joe Primal. You should be able to go into your analytics, Nita, and I'm told that sometimes it takes a couple of days for it to show up in your analytics. But you know, if you do an hour and 10 or hour and 15-minute live stream and somebody plays the whole thing, does a replay on it, you should pick up over an hour's worth of watch time. But it may take a couple of days to show up, but then it'll show up in the analytics on that particular video, like how much extra watch time you've got beyond when you live streamed. You get a snapshot when you live stream. At the end of the live stream, you get a snapshot and it'll tell you, you know, the particulars of that live stream. And then 2 or 3 days later, you go and look at it, and it'll show you additional watch time, like an hour and a half or 2 hours or 2.5 hours, whatever, for that particular live stream. And it'll tell you how many additional, you know, views you got from that live stream. Bus Stop. How you doing, Bus Stop? It is wet here. It is cold. It's in the 50s. So far, 2 likes. Please give me some love. I need likes. Susanna Morrison, proud single mom. Thank you, Susanna. If you are not connected to Susanna Morrison, I suggest you connect to her. She's got a very good channel. Young lady's got a beautiful daughter, young daughter that she's raising, and help her out with watch time. And yes, happy Veterans Day. Actually, I think Veterans Day was yesterday, but no, Veterans Day is today. We celebrate it yesterday, but I had school yesterday. I can't keep track of all the holidays. There's too many of them. Well, thank you, Joe. Connect to each other. Grow together. Okay? Yeah, I've been seeing some stuff on statistics, bus stop, about the numbers. I've been seeing stuff about the numbers. Oh Lord, bus stop. Just so that y'all know, I have been trying to stay in touch with Echo about my friend David Vanderford. He's up in a chair. He's stable, but he's still in intensive care hospital. Mike Rise, his father. Mike's going by Smashing Machine now. Mike's father, Mark Rise, has got stage 4 stomach cancer. I encourage you to be in prayer for them. Very, very traumatic. Very painful way to go. Supposedly he's got maybe 3, 4 months left. Idaho Garden Girl, thank you for coming in. Thank you, Idaho Garden Girl. You've got a live stream tomorrow, right, for your birthday? For those of y'all, tomorrow is Idaho, oh Jesus, Idaho Garden Girl's birthday, and she is planning on doing a live stream tomorrow. Well, the weather outside is frightful. It's nasty. It's in the 50s. It's wet. Hmm. Well, again, you know, I will tell you, it's already tomorrow. During biblical times, the new day began at sundown. So it's already your birthday. So happy birthday. I'm sorry, Joe. My father had brain cancer. He died of a malignant brain tumor. They didn't find it until it was very advanced. They operated on him. He didn't wake up from the surgery. It was 1977. I was 14 years old at the time. Little on Prepper, thanks for coming in. Well, I'll tell you what. Lee went and he got a shave. He looks good. Looks younger. I suggested, hey, Smart Girl NYC, thanks for coming in. I had suggested that he compromise. Um, and the compromise being wear a beard, have a beard, but keep it trimmed. Like, look at my beard. I trimmed it. You know, I trimmed it. I don't look like a woolly mammoth, but I do have a beard. Now I've let it grow, and I think I look a little shaggy when I let it get longer. But I keep it trimmed. The Bud Files. Thanks for coming in, Bud Files. If you have not left a like, please leave me a like. It will help me with the channel. Well, they have changed. YouTube has done a change, and I guess it's an update or whatever. But it no longer will show how many total views you have. And that's one of the little tabs that they took off. Was on the About page. I don't think I have the About page anymore. And on the About page, it would have a description of your channel, but then also it would give your total number of views. And the About is no longer there on the Yeah, Lee was looking like an indigent, like one of those homeless people. What they call the the unwashed masses. No offense to anybody who's YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio app. Little J Money. Lifestyles Music Production. Hello, Little J. Okay, Bus Stop, thank you. Yeah, this is good weather for chili. I buy a Wolf brand and Harmel. I like the no beans version. So I have been trying to give love to channels that I support, that support me. And I've been doing full plays, replays if you want to call them, on live streams. And when I do that, I will let them know what like number it is, and it's a full replay. Eduardo Lima Pintor, welcome to my channel. Been a while since I've seen you. Thank you for coming. Seven in the house, 9 likes. So, Black Friday events are starting, and it's varying when they're starting the sales. But now is the time to be looking for your preps. Hopefully you have a list, and hopefully you have an inventory. It doesn't cost anything to take an inventory. You get a spiral, you get a pen, you start going through, take inventory of what you got. And then get you a list together of things that you need, things that you want, and start hunting for them. You can find things in yard sales, garage sales, estate sales. You can find things, the want ads, ad sack, money saver, penny saver. eBay. Of course, I don't know how cheap it'll be on eBay, but you can often find stuff that harder to get. So, you know, go and start looking around. Oftentimes during transitions, season changes. Right after a holiday, they'll be wanting to get rid of stuff. So, like the day after Halloween, they had all the Halloween candy at Walmart marked down half price. I went and bought some chocolate candy. Bag of chocolate candy. Would have been $12 and something. I got it for $6. And that's just one example. Hey, Vay. Hey, Werner. Thank you for coming in. Vay's Place, another excellent channel. If you are not connected to Vay, I encourage you to connect. She's got a very good channel, and she is the, I guess you'd call her the quail whisperer. She's into, she likes quail, and she has a pretty good amount. If you want to know something about birds, that's the lady to talk to. Cold War Prepper, your ears must be birding. I was talking about you. I said you look nice without your beard. Makes you look younger. And then I think one of your videos I was watching, I had suggested that you might make a compromise and grow your beard, but keep it trimmed, like mine. I keep it trimmed fairly short. And Bus Stop, is Bruno your Christian name? Because I know you've told me to call you that before. Is that your Christian name? Or is that your nickname? Well, good Lord. For some reason, I went back to the beginning. Yes, yes, you've done something on rabbits too. I know that. I'm sorry. Well, when I was a kid, I had real whitish blonde hair, and everybody used to call me Dutch. So that was my nickname back in the day. They called me Dutch. Of course, I don't go by, you know, that nickname. I just go by David. My father's name was William, and his middle name was Clark, and people used to call him WC or Bill. Yes, it's Verna. Who called you Verd? Good Lord, Vay. Mm. Oh, bus stop did that. Huh. Belanda? I don't know. In Spanish, it's Davi. D-A-V-E, Davi. Vern. Ah, I'm sorry. Good Lord. Lee, I enjoyed your pantry haul for the week. It's one of my favorite. I look forward to those. I might miss a lot of your live stream and such, but I try to get those pantry hauls. I enjoy those, and I used to try to make a comment or two on them. I I Saturday's usually my day of rest. I rest a lot on Saturday. I don't get much done. I watch a few videos, leave a few comments, and rest up. I just got through taking a shower. I didn't take. I usually take a shower every morning. I take a shower before I go to work. Today I was dirty. I didn't take a shower first thing in the morning. I just took a shower about 45 minutes, so before my live stream. Yeah, I need to I need to focus more on I need to focus more on freeze dried. I've got a ton of freeze dried food, but I need to focus and target it, and no, we don't have the only parade they have in Victoria, Texas, which is about 70,000 people. Is they do a Christmas parade, usually the first Saturday of the month of December. They do it early, and it'll be a Christmas parade. Where I used to live in Corpus Christi, Texas, which has a population of 300,000 or so, 350,000 maybe. It's been 20 some odd years since I lived there. KP Heathen, thanks for coming in. They do what they call Buccaneer Days. And for a whole week, they have various events. And they have one Saturday, they'll have the children's parade, and it'll be on a Saturday morning downtown. And then the following Saturday, they have the illuminated light parade down Leopard Street from Buccaneer Stadium. It's like 3 miles or so. And they'll have the illuminated night parade. And they have a carnival all week. And they have various events. They have the mayor walk the plank. And you know, it's nice. They normally do that the last week in April and the first week in May. Well, you know, that's when they would normally do it. Now, when they had COVID, I think they moved it to like the fall. I think they. Old Fart Gaming. Hey, it's been a while since I've seen you in here. How are you doing? I know you have passed me in the last, right at 3 months. I have not been growing much. I've been spending most of my energy on my job during the week. It makes me a lot more money than YouTube. Well, is that a bad thing looking like your dad? Well, let's see. TSAFF. Jared Safram 734. 68 subscribers, 102 videos. Well, I am not subscribed to you, but I'm going to subscribe your channel. And I'm going to post a link to your channel. And that is TSAFF. And that's JAREDSAFFRAN 734. Well, I'm going to give you a standard moderator. You are now a standard moderator on my channel, Jared. Welcome. And I also subscribed your channel. "24-hour news." Welcome. And SD Mountain Man, thank you for coming in. Well, Scott, I probably missed a fired up something or other. I watched Sean's. I watched his fired up, and I watched his Cast Iron Wednesday. I behind on Chuck. I need to watch Chuck's behind. I'll try to hit those tomorrow. I'll try to hit whatever I need to hit on you. I'll try to hit that tomorrow. So, how have you been doing, old fart? Everything working well with the technology? If you're interested in learning something other about gaming, Old Fart Gaming 2023. You got to put the 2023 because there's a lot of old farts gaming. When I try to link the channel, birding up my laptop. When I try to link the channel, I have to make sure I put 2023. Rooted and essential oils. Thank you for coming in. $16 likes, 14 in the house. Making slow cooker chili from Preps. That's good stuff. I'm really behind, LOL. I'm sure we all are. Okay, I think I got everybody subbed. Not an easy task. On a effing. All right, now I'm using an iPad to live stream, and I'm using an iPhone. This is an old one. Been having problems, so I think I'm gonna have to upgrade. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a new, probably a new MacBook, and I'll get a new iPhone, and I might get the oversized iPhone, a Plus, or whatever they call them. I'm blind. Yeah, I look at, I I'm blind, so I mean I don't, I have to get right up in front of this, and I'm trying to sit back. So I use my phone, right in front of me, to look at the chat. Oh, I'm less technologically disabled. Oh, trust me, the internet came out after I got my last degree. I have 5 degrees, and I don't talk about it a lot. I have 2 graduate degrees, I have 2 bachelor's degrees, and I have an associate's. And you could say, well, the associate really doesn't count, but it's a degree, so I listed, And I went to community college, and then I transferred to A&M Corpus, and I have 2 bachelors there, and I got 2 masters there. And I got all these before the internet came out. And so I used to use an electric typewriter that had correction tape, Smith Corona. My mother bought it for me when I graduated from high school for college. And that was high technology. Yeah. Naomi Decker. Welcome, Naomi Decker. Lowercase Decker. Let's look at Naomi's channel. Good Lord. How can you only have 1 subscriber in 20 videos? Well, let me share out Naomi's channel. And Naomi, welcome. I'm going to add you on as a moderator. I do that to most everybody. As long as you behave and make nice comments and don't insult anybody, you're welcome to be here. You now have a standard moderator. Desert Shield. I guess that was when we were trying to protect. That was when we were trying to protect Saudi Arabia and make sure the Iraqis didn't go any further than to Kuwait, and then Desert Storm was when we went and threw them out of Kuwait. Bus stop. I think Naomi is young. I think she might be a teenager. You want to connect, connect. And if she is a young teenager, be on your best behavior, bus stop. Mr. Whistle, thank you for coming in. I am very protective of young ladies because my daughter is a young lady. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Whistle. 19 likes. Need one more to get 20. Oh, and for those of you who served, thank you for your service. You're 10? Wow. Well, you're a smart young lady if you're doing YouTube at 10. As I've said, 10-year-olds know more about the internet than I do. Whenever you're in 4th grade, okay. No, I don't think you're being rude. I don't think you're being rude. Just sometimes teenagers come in and they say rude things, but you're not a teenager yet, so I'm sure you haven't got to that stage yet. You still respect your elders. Melinda Elliott, thank you for coming in, Melinda. Leave me a like if you haven't done so, young lady. I was over at your channel today. Thank you for like 20. Okay, so getting back to the subject at hand, prepping, talking about preps. Now is the time to be looking for Black Friday sales. Between now and next Friday, I would expect there's going to be some really good sales on. If you're looking for a 12 volt, 24 volt compressor driven refrigerator, now would be the time to look for one. If you're looking for a power station, what we call like a solar generator, now would be the time to be looking for one. Panels, portable panels, now's the time. Your big expenses when it comes to prepping are having a power generator, having a 12 volt fridge. Those are, two of the biggest expenses, the most expensive things you can buy. And then you've got lots of less expensive stuff that preps that you need. You can get a 12 volt air conditioner / heater that runs on 12 volt power. The Air Force developed out of the Army Air Corps. There wasn't an Air Force during World War II, there was an Army Air Corps. And then after the war, they came out and separated the branches, and they made an Air Force. Thank them for their service. Whenever whenever I go into a store and I see a peace officer, a deputy sheriff, police officer, um, I thank them for the service. If I see somebody, military, I thank them for the service. Fire firefighters, responders, thank them for their service. They're not doing it to get rich. They risk their lives, and always thank them for their service. My father served. He was drafted, spent 3 years in 43 to 46. He was in the European theater, North Africa, Italy, Europe. He did the grand tour of the European War. He used to tell stories. He said, I was surrounded at Bastogne. My uncle served as well. They were both sergeants. My father was offered a field commission if he'd agreed to stay in the military and go to the Asian front against the Japanese. He said, hell no. He said if he'd have known they were going to drop the bomb on Japan, he said he would have taken him up on it. But well, that's good. Thank them for their service. They just got through renaming. Uh, they renamed all of the military bases in the South that were named after Confederate generals. They renamed them. All this woke stuff is just getting out of hand. They've taken down everybody's statue, and they renamed all the bases. They're trying to erase our history. They used to give deferments if you had children or if you were a farmer, depending on what your occupation was, they'd give deferments. Also, if you were of a certain age, they wouldn't draft you. Well, I hear you there about the mayor. You know that that district attorney and the attorney general, they're all, everybody up there is trying to get Trump. You know, they're filing all sorts of crazy suits against him. Well, if we forget history, we're basically cursed to relive it. 24-hour news. Yes, somebody took their like back. I got 18 now. You know, um, I don't say things to intentionally insult anybody. I don't try to hurt anybody's feelings. And I try to respect people for their opinions. But well, this, in all honesty, at some point, this stuff is going to go to the Supreme Court, and I'm pretty sure the Supreme Court's going to throw it out. And for one thing, the state really can't charge a federal crime. The state has jurisdiction over state offenses. It doesn't have jurisdiction over federal offenses. That has to be through a federal prosecutor. When you have somebody who's state, or who you have a city, or a county prosecutor trying to prosecute what is considered to be a federal offense, or something that would be charged as a federal offense, that right there is a big red flag. Well, that's true. That's true. You know, this isn't a religious channel, but I tell people every day, when you wake up in the morning, thank God for the day, say a prayer, and pray for those in need, pray for those who are suffering, pray for your family, pray for wisdom. If you want to pray for something, pray for forgiveness of your sins and pray for wisdom. I pray for wisdom. I don't think I'm that wise, but that's what I pray for. I pray for those I know that are having a hard time. David Vanderford, my friend, who's in Georgia. Guru Dave, Wahoo. Um, he's in intensive care, and pray for him. Um, Smashing Machine, Mike Rise, he changed his to Smashing Machine. His father, Mark Rise, who lives in Victoria, Texas, where I'm at, he says his father has 4 months to live. He's got stage 4 stomach cancer. Just found it. Pray for pray for them. Pray for healing. Um, there are other people. Pray for those who are less fortunate than you. Pray for peace. Pray for positive things. And every day, tell those that you care about that you love them. Your wife, your husband, your parents, your grandparents, aunts or uncles, your kids. Tell people how you care about them. Make them feel good. Be kind. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Do unto others The golden rule. I try to say this in every live stream. And, the Boy Scout and the Girl Scout motto is be prepared. Preparedness. FEMA tells you it was like 72 hours. Now they say a week. You should have a week's worth of supplies. Bottled water. Food that you can eat. Means to heat it. An emergency radio. First aid kit. Lighting. Heating. Means to protect yourself. You need to be prepared with all these things. Second Star Survival, thank you for coming in. Help a man out with a like, please. Trying to get to 20. I was at 19 and somebody pulled one back. When you go onto a channel, leave a like. Let them know. Thank you for that like. Let them know who you are, that you're there. Tell them what like number you are. Say something nice. Leave comments. Leave positive comments. Be positive. Don't be hurtful. You see 20? Okay, well, maybe 20 will pop up. I see 19 and 14 in the house. Yep, rain. Well, Little Lone Prepper. A couple of easy things you can do is, now mind you, you have to be very close. You can get pepper gel or pepper spray, but you gotta be careful which way the wind's blowing. You don't want it to blow back on you. And you have to aim for skin. You have to aim for the face. You can get a taser. You have to actually touch them with the taser. You have to be very close. You can have a pocket knife. Again, you got to get close. And if they know what they're doing and you don't, they can take it away from you and use it on you. But what I recommend is a pistol for women or older folks. I recommend a revolver, something where you basically just point and pull the trigger. You can get a snub nose, like a 2-inch barrel, lightweight, like a 38 special. It'll take care of your problem. Gerber's good. I carry a Smith & Wesson. You can break a windshield with it. You can break glass. You can cut cordage. You can cut a seat belt. Nice. A lot of people, you pull out a knife, scare the hell out of them, they'll run the other direction. If they know what they're doing, they'll take it away from you. If you don't know what you're doing and they know what they're doing, they'll take it away from you. So you gotta be careful. But a pistol is a great equalizer. I would recommend a revolver. Yep, simplicity and reliability. You know, this one, when I bought it, and I'd have to check, $25. Guy at Academy. It's got a clip on it. Carry it in the back pocket. $16 in the house, 20 likes. You carry a screwdriver, huh? Back in the day, I used to drink screwdrivers. Vodka and orange juice. Yep, a screwdriver. And screwdrivers are good tools, you know. Slotted or Phillips head. Yeah, I was watching a short. It was a short of a television program. The cop stops a guy and are carrying any weapons, and he starts pulling out knives, and he from here, from there, from all over the damn place. Must have had about 20 different knives he pulled out. He carried knives. He had some throwing knives. He had knives, you know. Hey, Joe Primal, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. I will try to remember to shout everybody out on my community wall tomorrow and post. And I appreciate you coming in. Okay, so my recommendation is that you get a 20 gauge pump shotgun. You can get a real good one for less than $300. It'll hold 5, 6 shots. I'd load it with triple aught buck. My daughter hates buckshot, so I put 5 shot in it. Doesn't kick as much. Dogs and games. Dogs in games. Welcome, Dogs and Games. Let me go to your channel. You have 685 subscribers and 345 videos. I am not subscribed to you, but I am subscribing to you now. I will share you out, and I will share you on my community wall. And I will give you a standard moderator. You are now a moderator on my channel. Welcome. If you haven't left me a like, please leave me a like to support the channel. 13 in the house, 20 likes. So again, Black Friday sales are coming up. Some places already have started. now would be the time to start shopping around. If you want a 12-volt refrigerator freezer, you can get a good 30-quart one. Bouge RV makes a good one. 300-ish. You can get a 12-volt lithium batteries, 100 amps, for around $300. You can get some pretty good quality power stations. You want something that'll have a something that has at least a 1500 watt inverter, and you probably want at least 1500 watts 1.5 kilowatt power station. You want to have solar charging to recharge it in a grid down situation. And that in a 12-volt refrigerator, you can refrigerate and have milk. You can mix up milk. You can have cold water, put packets in it. You can have a certain amount of food in it. Keep civilization going. You can refrigerate your medication if you got medication you need to refrigerate. Cold War Prepper, good night. Thank you for coming in. Lee's got a very good channel. If you're not subscribed to Cold War Prepper, I encourage you to subscribe to him. He puts out very good content. He's putting out a lot more content than I am right now. I went back to work. I've been teaching for the last right at 3 months. And when you work 40 plus hours a week, you come home, when you're my age, you get tired, you don't really feel like, doing videos, and, just, I try to get my rest in. So, I will be back at 7 p.m. tomorrow for another edition of, it'll be a Taco Talk. Sundays are Taco Talks. The topic of my Sunday live stream will be prepping is not a sprint, it is a marathon. It's long term. You don't do it overnight. And remember, be prepared. The Boy Scout, Girl Scout motto, be prepared. Prepare, prep. Life is good. It is what it is, but it's good. It's how you live it. And everybody, please have a blessed day. And I will plan on seeing everybody tomorrow. Good evening.